Hey there.
I'm so sorry about earlier.
Give the folks your name and pronouns, love.
My name is Wendy, and my pronouns are she, her.
How old are you and where are you from?
I am 42 years old. Right now, right now I'm in New Jersey, but my home state is Texas.
I keep telling y'all, white people who are anti-racist age slower.
Texas.
Oh, Texas. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And what is your zodiac or your bday?
My birthday is September 2nd. I'm very much a Virgo. I have a whopping 4 placements in my chart.
You hear backstage going off because you and everybody in this house at the moment, including me, their birthday is September 2nd. What is your sexual orientation, friend?
Um, I like to call myself relatively straight. Um, I can't say that I would never be in a relationship with anyone else because I've never been given the opportunity.
I,
And if given the opportunity, I can't say that I would say no.
I'm assuming that you drive for a living.
hmm I've been driving a semi truck since 2018. Man, I'm telling you, the pay. I make sacrifices, yes, but for nearly $2 a mile, I'll go wherever they want me to go.
I can't say I wouldn't. Why would you say that you're single, friend?
uh, I think it's a combination of many reasons. The fact that I am away for so long, because I'll stay on the road for a good 2 months. I'll go home for a week, and then I'll go driving for another 2 months. So I'm barely home. I even went to YouTube once, like advice for dating as a truck driver. And the girl was like, if you want my advice on dating a truck driver, don't. And I'm like, forever alone.
How long did you say you've been single?
Um, I the divorce was finalized at the beginning of 2019, and I have not dated since. I've been in not one but two very psychologically abusive relationships, and so when this recent one failed, I took the time and I was like, no, I'm not going to inflict myself on anybody right now. I need to heal. In order to love somebody else, I need to love myself first.
Do you think that you're ready for love at this point?
I'm open to it. I've become happy in my singleness, but that's not to say I would outright reject a relationship. I would think, I think this time I would take my time instead of jumping into the deep end head first, because that's exactly what I've done every single time.
I,
And it's gotten me into so much trouble.
do you have any kids?
Yes, I have three. I have one, my oldest is non binary, and I have two younger daughters,
Do you care to share ages?
16, 8, and 9.
Oh, okay.
That's the unfortunate thing. She's with I'm sorry, they're with my mom in Texas, and my younger two are with the ex asshole in Oregon.
What are some of your other strengths?
I'm I'm creative. I'm funny as hell. And when I'm with somebody, I am really with them. Like I am friendship, romance, doesn't matter. If I'm with you, I'm by your side through thick and thin.
What about weaknesses?
I can be jealous sometimes, like because I've had a guy that I've been interested in, and he's talked to other girls, and I'm like, no, 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 I'm better than them. You need to be talking to me and me alone.
All right, Virgo.
And I do have some trust issues. Boys, I know I'm not perfect. I will never claim to be. and
No,
I will never pretend to be.
no, nobody is. The people who pretend to be are usually Virgos like us. Could you describe your ideal partner for me?
I think, honestly, at this point, I want somebody who's kind, you know, funny, of course, and intelligent. I would like to have somebody that I could have an intelligent conversation with. They're going to have a lot of patience with me, for sure, because I am a shit talker and, well, the issues.
Anybody who's worth it will be more than patient.
Oh, yeah,
What about deal breakers?
arrogance. I hate those people who think they're the center of the universe. If you can't be kind to others, you don't deserve me. And of course, cleanliness. I don't want anybody that I could catch an infection from.
Or a ringworm?
Right? Like at least take a shower.
Yes, apparently that is a hot topic these days. So we won't go too far into that. I don't want B Simone coming over here trying to rub a dub dub. I know that you said that you're open to the possibility of being in something outside of a heterosexual relationship, but do you have any appearance preferences for a partner? Is there anything physically that you tend to go for?
um, Not so much. I mean, I do want to be somewhat attracted to somebody. I mean, that's only natural. But for me, this is just an outside vessel for our soul. Looks will fade. We're all going to get old and wrinkly. So it's like, I don't put so much importance on that.
I dig it. Would you consider yourself more of a dominant or a submissive personality in relationships?
That depends on my mood. Because I'll be in those moods sometimes. I'm like, well, I'm like a car during the wintertime. Let's give me a chance to kind of warm up. And then there's other times I'm like, listen, you mother, if you don't body slam me on that bed and get in there, I'm gonna be pissed.
Of body slamming on beds, is physical intimacy important to you?
Yeah, it somewhat is. I mean, it's not everything, but it is important.
Okay.
I would like to have that intimacy with somebody.
Are you monogamous or open to non-monogamy?
That's I'm more monogamous than anything. I've had an instance where somebody offered to have me in a multiple scenario,
A poly relationship?
and the more I thought about it, I was like, I don't know if I want to share. Yeah, 'cause I'm not one for drama. I mean, don't get me wrong. If it doesn't involve me, I'll grab a bucket of popcorn immediately. But do not bring me into it.
When were you last physically intimate with another person?
Oh, I'd say about a month or so ago.
Why not this?
I I do have a friends with benefits situation.
uh, could you see that being more? Could you see it evolving into more?
No, he's not open to it. I am, and I told him at one point I do have feelings for him, but he has expressed interest in someone else.
That is,
And he told me that there are some parts of me that are not good enough. So that I immediately was like, nope. And then I have sat back and I'm letting karma do her thing while I have, like I said earlier, my bucket of popcorn. And I'm gonna sit and watch the shit show go down. And then I'll bring out the Virgo and say, okay, now what did you learn from this?
don't do that. What what is your age range for dating?
I think the youngest I'll go is maybe 26, 27, maybe 30s. I don't tend to get along with people my age for some reason.
And what is the age group you typically date?
Like 26, 27 to about 38, 39.
Or what is the main differences that you notice in dating younger versus older?
Um, I noticed that the older that they get, the more set in the ways they are. And I like to have somebody who is a lot more open-minded. I'm not necessarily religious, but I do like the tarot cards. I like the astrology, the crystals, and I like somebody who's willing to, even if they're not interested in it, at least put up with me talking about it all the time.
How do you feel about having more kids or dating someone with children?
I am perfectly fine with dating somebody with children. I can't actually have children of my own anymore because I did go in and have a surgery, broke the machinery, so to speak, purposely. Um,
Congratulations.
I was kind of pushed into it. I was told that if I didn't get it done, that my at the time husband would never touch me again. And I was not going to live in a relationship where there was no intimacy. And then I had huge regrets afterwards. But now I've made peace with it because at my age it would be a little reckless to have more children. The chances of there being something wrong health wise increases. And my last two was 12 months and 2 days apart. So we didn't want Irish twins to become Irish triplets or more.
I'm
The
praying.
eighth, the 8th, 11th, and 13th.
Yeah, you better keep driving. Do you have income requirements for a partner?
Uh, Not any strict ones. I want somebody that at least has a job. I'm willing to have somebody who is it working on themselves. Well, improving themselves as a person, improving themselves as in work. You know, like I keep telling everybody, don't sleep on the work in progress. I
Yeah.
mean, I know I myself am a work in progress. So,
Do you prefer night out or night in?
that also depends on my mood. I'm an introvert with extrovert tendencies, so I'll have my moods to where I'm like, let's be social. And then I'll have those times where I'm like, I don't want to people. Let me get in my cave, my little hidey hole, and be all by myself.
Maybe it's a Virgo thing. Are you willing to relocate for love? Or does the person have to be in Texas?
No, no, I'm open to relocate. Absolutely. I mean, I've seen so much of this country that, I don't really think that there is a bad place to live. So, if somebody's like, "Hey, come live with me," I'll be like, "Okay."
Last question, Wendy. What would make you a great partner for someone else?
I definitely make life interesting. you, I don't think anybody will have a dull moment ever.
Tell people how to get in touch with you, Wendy.
Um, well, you can definitely reach me through my Instagram here. This is my art page.
Artist underscore Wendy underscore Baker.
I also have my personal, which is Time Lord Companion and Training. And I also have my TikTok, which is the Flying Windy Bird.